Hello everyone, this is your favorite Uncle Bob back to a video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Age of the Primes Prima Prime. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which that video, or what else you'd like to see in a video. So onto the figure himself. Here we have Prima in his Cybertronian truck thingamabob alt mode. So let's get a close up on that detail. So focus, thank you. You get some nice bold detail in the window right here. You get some blue for the headlights up there and down here as well. Get some silver right up there and a silver stripe going all throughout. And throughout the figure you will see like hints of blue, which is nice. And the back is pretty barren. And the rims, or at least the front two tires, are done in kind of a silver, so looks very good. Now, he does roll very good, and spins incredibly well, so... But for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe, and I think scale-wise, this looks good. I don't know about y'all, but that just looks good to me. So there is that. So overall, a very good figure, but for accessories, he does come with, that was a horrible transition to, this hilt for his Star Saber, which has a nicely painted hilt. Blade looks very good, and it only goes in, oh, and I forgot to mention real quick, focus, can you focus? I don't know if it's going to grow, there you go, you can barely make out the his symbol, so I kind of wish the symbol was more so on the hilt itself, but hey, at least we get the symbol on there. But anyways, they only go in about two ways. As you can see, this one has cutouts that fits notches into the hilt. So you can't have it combined like this and, store using this 5mm port. So it plugs in on either side, down here, up there, whatever. Or you can plug it into that port right in there. And that holds, so now he can do some drive-by knee shanking, sure. And I guess if you wanted to further it, you can kind of pull these out as well. And have that. Hey, your imagination, do with it, please. But for the actual storage in alt mode, you want to split it all apart. There is a port right in there that will house the blade, and you just want to line it up, give it a push, and there you go. Then underneath here, you got this piece right at the very tip, right there. That'll go into the port on either side, and you want to make sure that this piece is facing upwards of the vehicle. So that way it doesn't just drag, and there you go. There you have that all stored away. So overall, Prima is okay. Honestly, the lack of paint really does make this figure feel less than, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like what Grim Alchemist did with the, stinking cat hair getting in my nose. Anyways, did like with the gold. I think he, in my personal opinion, not knocking his custom, just went a little bit overboard on the gold. But definitely some gold highlights would work, and even some silver would look good too. But anyways, let's get down to transformation. So first things first, we're going to flip out the wheels, the back wheels out. And you actually want to go ahead and remove this, set it off to the side. Then you want to bring down the front wheels 90 degrees. And there you go. There you have hovercraft mode. And yes, this is in the actual instructions, which I was kind of surprised to see because they typically don't do, just fold the wheels up and there's a third alt mode or type thing. So, but anyways, for the actual robot mode transformation, go ahead and remove that and set it off to the side. And you want to just go ahead and flip these wheels up, break him in half, flip the feet around, flip them down. Then you want to fold them in at this inner hinge right here, and that tab will go into that port. So do this, just get everything lined up the best you possibly can, and go ahead and split the feet. Sometimes you got to bring this out a little bit. That's very stiff. And just push it down with the hinges. So there you go. Do the same thing for this side. Get this nice and pushed down. Come on. There we go. Get that pushed down in there, and there is the legs. That was actually, when I first got this figure, I'm like, I'm scared I'm going to break it because I know I had to flip it out, but yeah. Anyways, so just go ahead and get him standing. So get this camera raised up. There we go. All right. So next thing, you want to go ahead and untab the arms and bring them out. Bring them out, and this will also untab this section. Flip it back. Flip this all the way forward. Take the head. You want to lift it out. Flip in the wheels. Flip in the wheels. Excuse me. Go ahead and rotate this body around. Then just kind of bring down the arms on that double hinge. So bring them down and bring them down, and they will just go ahead and double hinges back down as well, and they will tab into place. And give it a nice squeeze. All right, so for the arms, you want to flip out the hands, flip this all around, and it will tab into place. Rotate it so the elbow is oriented properly. Do the same thing for this side. Get that flipped around, flip this around, and there you go. There you have Prima in his robot mode, and it looks, okay. Again, lack of paint. Really would have, if they just added a little bit of gold or, something, this would look so much better, in my opinion. But as is, not a horrible transformation. It's a little bit fiddly going into vehicle mode, in my opinion, especially regarding the legs and the arms not fully securing in, if that makes sense. So, well, let's take a quick look at that face sculpt. So focus, thank you. Get that very G1-y type head sculpt that we saw. Oh my gosh, what episode was that? When I think it was Rodimus going back in the Matrix. So, but looks decent enough. I know some people complain, but I think it looks all right. Nice silver for the helmet, blue for the eyes. So, and going down the body, again, you get that blue kind of all throughout. Get some nice blue for the waist, and we've already seen these in alt mode. So, not too bad. Now, as far as articulation, head is on a ball joint, so you get the full 360. You don't get much side to side, but you get plenty of upward movement. Arms can do a full 360. Shoulder pads can move out of the way to, get you that full outward movement and everything. You get bicep rotation with over 90 degrees on a single joint elbow. Ball jointed wrist, so full. You get the wrist rotation and a little bit of play in there. You get a actual proper waist rotation. Oops. Legs can move forward that far, back that far before backpack gets in the way. Hip skirts can move out of the way for the full splits. You get a thigh rotation, over 90 degrees of a knee bend, and the feet can move up a little bit, down a little bit, and you get full ankle tilt. So looks very, articulation-wise, very, very good. So get this all sorted, and if you did want to, the shoulder pads can click into place. I've had them click, and they don't want to click it now, of course, as I'm saying this, but they do, lock into place if you need them to. So, but anyways, as far as the sword goes, you just go ahead and combine this up, and you can give it to him if you would like, or what you can do is grab the matrix, if I can get something in there. Come on. Yeah. Should I grab my spudger? Okay, I'll be right back getting this open, so give me 1 second, folks. Alright, got the matrix open, so as you can see, you get some nice matrixy stuff, so let's see if I can actually get this out. So, get this matrix out, and it's just your Earthrise one that's been used about 5 dozen times already. So get this out, come on, you're almost out, there we go. And you can see some more molded detail in there, which is nice. So go ahead and flip this back up. And you can take the matrix and plug it onto the blade this way. So focus. Thank you. And this is actually how it comes packaged. The blade is separate and all this is plugged together. So, and there is your completed Star Saber. Now, I personally like having the blade something like this. So, there you go. There is the Star Saber from Transformers Prime. And it's, you know, a pretty decent representation of that sword. So, yeah. Now, if you did want to store it, you can, you know, there's a port right there on either side, and you can just take it, plug it in right there. And what's cool is Prima does have enough articulation to be able to grab it if that, you know, if you needed to. But anyways, so let's get this plugged into his hand so we can do some size comparisons. And here we have G2 Sideswipe. Hey, looks pretty decent. So, and here we have his brothers in knowledge, arms, whatever Primes want to do. So there's Vector Prime. Here we have Solus and Megatronus. And this is going to get a very full group shot, especially once Star Convoy comes out, which my current setup cannot handle a Titan. It can barely handle a Combiner. So, yeah, they all look good together. Again, he needs some more paint because he's kind of lacking with everyone. But, yeah. So, overall, Prima is okay. Transformation is a little bit fiddly, in my opinion. Definitely could have used maybe just a little bit more refinement, especially on the legs, going into vehicle mode. So, yeah, just, yeah. But I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and stay tuned for more video reviews.